There he is. As he makes his way to the stage, Richard Warren lives in Albrighton, has been writing for 3 years, has been to a bunch of open mics, but has never dared enter a slam before. Bend over, Rich, I'll drive. Over to you, Richard Warren.
Keeping slightly on topic, this is a late night show, so this is going to be a rhyme about dogging. Yes, it's going to be a rhyme about dogging, and the moral is simple. Please, don't do it. You'll lose your dignity. Deep with the doggers and the pornographic bloggers, gone grubbing in the wasteland, down below the waistband, scratching at your arse in the underpass, peeping with a Kodak at the body in the bushes where the shape of the stain spells out your name, too bugger by half in the squashed down grass, encounters in the concrete, you're getting in deep, up on the wrong feet, beauty only skin deep, longing for a lover in your glory hole, but you've got a bit of bother with your self-control, squinting at the sat-nav, following the old road, hands on a headlight, sex by postcode, scrubbing in the shrubbery you don't know where, down to the ground for a fumble in the brambles, digging the allotment on your midnight rambles. Plants grow bare like pubic hair in the back of beyond, by the cranes and the railings. You're all bondaged up in your beastly failings, a nurse from Nottingham squatting in your lap, recycle with the rest of the fleshly scrap. Putting on a floor show, tying up your torso, feeling like an arsehole, looking much more so. Heads up, guys, for the next leg over. Peeking in the park with a man in a transit. Groping in the dark with a troll you fancied, very unwisely dressed like a chauffeur. Popping in the pictures as the action starts. Sniffing for a fixer for your fractured heart. High on uppers, low on your luck. Hopes all scuppered, alone as fuck. Hogging in the limelight, checking is the time right, ducking into cover with your knickers in the locker so it's easy to discover where you're coming from. Burned by a cruiser, taken for a loser. You've been rumbled, time for a tumble, kneeling in the cottage with your peeping Tom, running out of meats. So it's on to the next best, no more treats, you're down to the text sex. Spending on dependency, you can't stop, cause your soul's been sold in a private shop. Going gymnastic, bumping in the back room, punishing the plastic, pumping up the vacuum, working out a scheme for your self-esteem, available for rental, gone experimental, messing with the physical and existential. It's all obscene, but what does it mean? You're a master of arts with your bodily parts, but you're open to exposure when the judgment starts. Still pushing for extremes, but you're no Dessard. You're heading for a bedding in the knacker's yard. Can't tell who's who when you're last in the queue. Shagged to a frazzle, dying for a screw.
As Richard Warren. Humorous poetry as her street character, Kimmy Sue-Ann, but deeply depressing poetry as herself. Her makeup and dress sense don't improve whoever she performs as. Ladies and gents, Louise Stokes.
See me? I can't write anything funny or humorous or comedy-shaped or exploring life's highs unless I'm pretending to be someone else, hiding behind makeup and costume and gender disguise. Why is that, do you think? Is it the stubborn, depressed pessimist in me who finds smiling an emotional strain and laughing a pain to deplore, a plain time-consuming energy waste of space chore? Or is it that I need to become someone else, to allow humour to show its face, find a place upon my face? As Kimmy Sue-Ann, queen of the street spoken word, I has plenty of chat. I is witty and sharp and wicked and fat. I can talk funny stuff about hoodies, Mackie D's and babies and all that. And in it that I can get plenty of laughs talking about boys with no class but one over feel of my chav poet ass. Or my depressed alter ego who is Nicola Goff. I may spend my life looking completely pissed off, but even I raise a smile with my commitment to Goth, as I offer joy to the world for the best part of a week, melodiously singing my song, Dark and Bleak, which goes something like this. Please try not to freak. Bleak, 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 dark, 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 bleak, bleak, bleak. It really, really hasn't been my week. Even Dirk from up north could muster a titter with a view of women in the world which is twisted and bitter. A recycling comedian with no jokes to speak of. It's funny to watch the desperation I reek of. But me, that's a different matter entirely. All I can write and perform smacks of sadness and madness, a pit void of even a fragment of gladness, destined to send audiences home with a lead weight in their stomachs and a chip on their shoulders as a taste of depression singes and smoulders. That's entertainment not, I'm sure you'll agree, So why can't I just be funny as me? Ditch Kimmy and Nicola and Dirk and the rest, bite the bullet, stand up straight, grit my teeth, bare my chest, open parentheses, not literally obviously because that would give away the secret dependencies I have on my exhibitionist tendencies, close parentheses, and indulge in a bloodbath of comedy fest. Throw off my pessimist chains, unlock my handcuffed funny bones, put them in gear with my light-hearted brains as I embrace optimism, happiness and finally break free. Oh why can't I be funny as me? Thank you.
Louis Stokes. Shauna Jones, here she comes. Self-proclaimed explorer extraordinaire, took a wrong turn in the rainforest and ended up here tonight. Writes poems while on trapezes, like summer breezes, and is especially fond of peas. Ladies and gents, Shauna Jones.
I wrote this poem after a discussion with my little brother, he's 8, about vegetables. We thought we'd give more ratings. Carrots, 10. Sprouts, 5. Broccoli, 0. That's what happens when you get brought up as a vegetarian. He then told me that even a vegetarian would like a steak burger. It's called Psychoanalysis of a Roast Dinner. Jealousy is never far from a truly competitive roast. If a spectator may speculate, this bizarre scene at most, they then witness the distress of a soup-defying mess. The broccoli wished indeed to be ultimately a Swede, yet the Swede aimed to be a different variety of veg. Not content with just a wedge, the potato dreamed of oranger things. A carroty life is the life for me, it shouts and swoops and sings. Poor little sprout, he just wants out of a degraded life of grime. But the sprout is a remarkable fellow, destined to live the high life, existent as a sprig of thyme. What are to do? The chicken chief calls a meeting. I think we'd better worry less about worldly matters, because inland is our eating.
Yay, nice one, Shauna. Thank you very much. Genevieve, nice one. Give her a round of applause as she makes her way up. Genevieve is a middle-aged woman, says here, living in a village in Leicestershire. She cannot cook and took 8 attempts to pass a driving test, which suggests she could be a poet, even if tonight's performance doesn't. Over to you, Genevieve. Round of applause for Genevieve, yeah. Nice one.
Alone with Sunday morning love songs when the ad caught her eye. He needs no food, he needs no water, he doesn't ever argue, he just does what he ought to. She hummed and she hawed and 3 seconds later had ordered her first ever vibrator. Postcard on a mat promising a packet just for her. Red face at the counter, head in a whir. She picked him a prize, the packing was discreet. Didn't say in big bold letters, Sado, here's your long-awaited treat. Her pulse was racing, her blood was pumping. Erogenous zones awaiting a mail order humping. Sat him on the car seat, expression sublime. Nice to meet you, how'd you do, your place or mine? He was wrapped in pure white tissue, which she undressed with care, and all at once, lost for words, she gave an owl-eyed stare. And she licked her lips, flicked her hair, and gave a sexy wink. Oh my God, giddy aunt, he was rubbery and pink. He had a body full of beads designed to rotate. She was frantic with excitement, jelly on a plate. He had some rabbit ears designed to wiggle very fast. She couldn't stand his tension, would her patience ever last? Let's get it on. But Mayday, she's a maiden in distress. Her libido's in crisis, life's gone from bad to worse. This girl guide's not prepared, there's no batteries in the pack. And she's getting damn excited, she's needed in the sack. She wrenched open the radio, but the batteries were too bulky. She was in a bloody tears, battery man looking sulky. She forced apart the fire alarm, but the batteries were too small. This was bloody desperate, should she give the cops a call? She leapt back in the car and headed straight to the shop. Brakes screeching, rubber burning, cherry near to pop. She sped at over 60 and cornered on a red. She was on a horny mission to get straight back into bed. HP 11s or SP 25s? No, it's ST 32s and better buy a multi-pack. One small drive for womankind, and she'd be flat on her back. Back at home, in the bedroom, her hands trembling with glee, she ripped off her pop socks and cursed a scabby knee. Don't need no lacy stockings or to hold her stomach in. Battery man would love her very fat or very thin. She turned the lights down low and put on Barry White. Battery man might not care, but she had to get it right. Like it lying naked on the bed, she finger-fed in batteries. She was in mega anticipatory, buzz and trapperies. Let's get it on. Had Big Boy been tried? Had Big Boy been tested? Was this at all illegal? Might she be arrested? She turned his knob to on, and a filthy murmur was forthcoming. He was a sugar-coated piston with a mighty engine strumming. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Battery man pleases her. Battery man releases her. Oh, Mr. Battery Man! Have you got a cigarette, Mr. Battery Man?
Yeah, that's good. Emma Pursehouse. Tonight, Emma Pursehouse would like to wow the audience with a performance full of wit and verve, but instead she's going to do one of her poems. Ladies and gents, Emma Pursehouse. Be rough with it.
When I go to the pub with my partner, I've noticed that he pays more attention to the fruit machine or bandit than he does to me. And I'm kind of wondering what the attraction is and whether he's seen something that I can't. Hello, baby! It's me. I'm the lovely Latino cutie that's feeling rather fruity, sitting in the corner of the pub. They call me Conchita and the bandit, pleased to meet you. I show you my best feature. Oh, baby, sidle over. Let me make your pretty face light up. Oi, chihuahua, monkey pup. I can see you're pleased to see me. Is that your bulging wallet? Is that your fat pay packet? Get those coins out of your pocket. Come on, big boy, show me what you got. Feed my slut. Oh, baby, you're amazing. Now you're really trailblazing. You're a winner, not a loser. Higher, lower, faster, slower. I'm such a little teaser. Shame I can't take Visa. Feed me, mister. I let you hold a really juicy pear. You're not going. Don't you dare. Hang up your hat and coat, I can take a £10 note. You look like you got plenty, I could even take your 20. Ask yourself, what have you got to lose? Amigo, come back, I give you free go. You shouldn't leave your little sex pot before you hit the jackpot. Oh, did you just find my G-spot? Oh my God, I think I'm paying out. Arriba, arriba, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Who says you never win? Now kiss me, baby. And put it all back in. And then some. Handsome. Going far? There's a cash point to the left side of the bar. What? You run out of money, honey? Well, I never did. It must have took you ages to earn all of those wages. How are you going to explain that to your wife and kid? No one likes a loser. Time to leave the boozer. Seems your lucky streak is at an end. But before you go, please introduce me to your friend. Hello, baby. It's me.
Emma Pursehouse. Bill Thomas. Bill, where's Bill? Round of applause for our Bill. Bill Thomas is a secondary school teacher. He drinks to forget and sing.
The fridge sits purring happily in the corner of the kitchen. Well behaved, domesticated, house-trained even. Once a week I give it milk and food and clean the mouldy stuff from its bottom box. Open the door, a light bulb comes on as if a cartoon character is thinking. All night long the fridge is dreaming. Vague folk memories of its ancestors roaming wild on the plains of the Serengeti. Roaring, not purring, fridges to be feared. Or the temperate northern cousins lurking in the pine woods, putting the wind up the picks like a large white oblong yeti. Perhaps these days aren't yet over. There must be some still in the wild. I saw one Tuesday morning, lying on his back in the grass verge of the Ludlow bypass. A roadkill fridge. To add to the countless badgers, foxes, cats and rabbits littering that highway of death. From where I read, if I stretch a bit, I can see my fridge sitting, thinking, how long will it be satisfied with just a pint a week and the odd tray of sausages? Will it one day pull me in a giant Venus flytrap, should be Adonis flytrap, and purr no more, but belch and roar as smashing through the veneer of generations of fridges, tamed, dulled, zombified, my fridge responds with all its pump to the call of the wild. I sit and watch it, stretching a bit. It sits in the corner quietly dreaming, contented, for now. And a quickie based around a polar bear at the zoo. We started with a sonnet, we'll end with one. My spirit paces like a captive bear, set limits by a fence of tempered steel, that with its shadows marks its deadening seal on concrete ground that passes for my lair. You are the sun that shines between the bars, that fills the unknown sky above my head, whose dawn of hope brings life when I was dead, whose radiant warmth can soothe and heal my scars. The day will come, we will both be free, I from my pound and you from bonds of pain, and there will be no bars, no barren place. I in your light and you in my embrace shall know the fullness of love's ecstasy. But now I turn and pace my cage again.
Sports Thomas. Awesome, Bill. Right, there we go. We've heard 16 poems. Can we mention you all by name? I'm trying to bladder through this, okay, so I don't want to make it too late. So, folks, we're going to have a 10